Hello everyone. So today we'll be going to discussing about some of the detailed workflow that you can follow for the advanced SEO. Now, if you're already running a campaign and the campaign has been running for quite a couple of time and you're still not seeing any needle improvement, so this is the video for you. You can apply the same for any small to big client range or even for the enterprise client. This is universal and this can work great. So the video is for you. So come, let us see, and I'll walk you through some of the scope of the work that you can incorporate right away. So starting with the level 1, so let us first discuss about the component. So the component, we have mostly divided that into the on page, the keywords, the local SEO, the fixing on the 404, the headers, the guest posting, and the traffic analysis. Now for the on page segment, as you can see on the screen, so like focus mainly on the content quality, the title tags, the header, the URL optimization, the internal links, the image optimization, and also the EEAT principles, and as you can see, the components of high quality content. Then coming down to the keywords, use the proper keyword research technique, analyze your competitors, generate a list of seed keywords, the long tail keywords, and the question and answer based keywords. And also emphasize on KOB analysis. KOB stands for keyword of opportunities, which means that you need to assess the competition of a keyword, indicating the effort needed to be ranking. And depending upon the initial discussion with your client, you can measure the benefit and can tell them. Then moving down to the local SEO thing. So make sure the GMB is properly optimized. Make sure to build local links, local citation. Make sure to put mobile first user experience as a priority and leverage on reviews and social proof. Make sure the site is clean from any kind of error. So fixing on the 404s or even regular audits, and fixing anything that come across important tools such as Screaming Frog Spider or even the Google Search Console would be one of the key areas to tackle. Then moving down to the header tags, always maintain the hierarchy. Make sure there are not more than one H1 tags, and the H1 tag should depict the ultimate and the concise topic of that particular page, followed by the subtopics that should be in the H2s, and followed by the subtopics which should be the H3s. Try to restrict within the H3s because beyond H3 it's not required. Apart from that, make sure that you are preserving the contextual flow. Do not break the flow no matter what. Then coming down to the guest posting, make sure that you are practicing quality content flow and build relationship, and also maintain a topical trust flow. Now for traffic analyzing, use Google Analytics 4 to measure and check organic search, bounce rate, conversion rate, image and video rate, traffic ratio as well. You can also set up goals to understand if you are converting or how your sales funnel is performing. Then moving down to the level 2, this is where we will be discussing about the long tail thing or the indexing strategy, and both the indexing strategy in the level 3. So long tail, it's my opinion to focus a bit on the long tail, because first of all, long tail answers the queries naturally, thus satisfying the intent level and the semantic level. Also, it can help you to drive more transactional intent rather than just being on the exact match. Moving down to the level 3 is on the indexing strategy. So but for this, first make sure that you are good with the basics. Make sure your sitemap is updated. Make sure your robots is properly updated. Make sure you are having the right internal linking architecture. Make sure you are using the Google's API for bulk indexing. Make sure there are no canonicalization as well. Moving down to the level 5, then you can start with voice search, topic clustering, and segregating the contents as tofu, mofu, and bofu. So starting with voice search, yes, you can. Voice search is becoming trendy. We already have a dedicated video on the voice search. Do watch that. Topic cluster, make sure to break down all the keywords into relevant groups of topics. Make sure none of the topics are intertwined with each other. This can improve the site structure, this can enhance authority, and this can also provide better user experience as well. And from the tofu, mofu, and bofu perspective, always make sure that the top of the funnel page or the awareness page, the middle of the funnel page are the consideration pages, and the bottom pages are the decision pages. Now, if you can see the screenshot, the top funnel pages can be the blogs or social medias, the middle can be the resources, webinars, downloads, and the bottom can be the case studies, demos, consultation, customer service, and all. So this should be the hierarchy when you are developing a ideal content strategy. Level 6 should be about the advanced SEO, the tech advanced SEO, I would say. So crawl depth, international, website migration, and information architecture. Crawl depth, make sure none of the URLs are buried deep down. Always make sure that it does not take more than 3 clicks to go from to go to any of the other internal pages from the home page. You can use sitemap, HTML sitemap. Apart from that, you can make the best utilization of hreflang tag or geo meta tags for international SEO best practices. If you are undergoing a website migration, or if you have done a website migration, make sure to check the both pre and post migration SEO checklist. Make sure your site architecture is proper. On the level 7, focus more on digital PR on the server side and client side rendering, brand signals, JavaScript SEO, and feature snippets. So starting with one by one, digital PR is very important as it enhances the online presence and improves the credibility. Then on the rendering, server side rendering is very good because this reduces the dependency on the clients and browser information. So make sure that your website is being served on SSR. Brand signal, yes, Google focuses on EE8 expertise, authority, trust, and engagement. So make sure that you are having a better social presence, better search volume, a better branded search volume, ranking on the branded keywords and image suggestions. And also make sure you are having a proper JavaScript SEO as well. Make sure to defer or asynchronously load your JavaScript so that it does not interact or delay with any of your SEO activity. And last but not the least, you can also optimize for the feature snippet. We already have a dedicated video on passage indexing. Do check out that. Moving down to the level 8, so this is where things gets more exciting. So you can then play with a lot of advanced algorithms such as the page rank, where you can monitor and optimize your contents from week to week. Optimize for rank brain, where you can check for the user experience or the intent of the user. Then you can check for the penalty if you have received a penalty. We already have made a dedicated penalty video. Do check that as well, or manage the redirection as well. Level number 9 is where you take your SEO to the next level with automations, user signals, NLP, programmatic SEO, and entity oriented search. Now automations, yes, you can do a lot of automation in place by using a lot of APIs and all. You can focus on a lot of user signals, such as focusing on dwell time, pogo sticking, bounce rate, click-through rate, using NLP for better content relevance or sentiment analysis, using programmatic SEO for the on-page fundamentals, and making sure that you are well optimized on the entity, because with the generative AI and with the advent of ChatGPT and Google Bird, entity would be the next big thing. Level 10 is where you are forcing the future of SEO, and this is where semantic, authority signal, content freshness, and batch optimized rendering comes into the play. So keeping this thing short, as you can see on the screen, semantic would be giving you a competitive edge, and this can provide more advanced user experience touch, because you'd be getting additional data insights into satisfying the intent of your end user. And at the same time, you can also focus more on improving your domain or page authority, the content freshness along with relevant, and also the batch optimized rendering, such as the improved load times or enhanced crawling. Then moving down to the 11th part is the topical map. So you need to make sure that you have a proper topical authority set of topical coverage, because the thing is that you need to define a clear topic. Make sure to prioritize the content creation, always focus on the competitor gap. Level 2 is where you need to further take up and level up your content relevance, content configuration, and query competence of the content. So you can use a lot of structural planning and SEO elements to make sure that your content is well optimized. And then you can use a lot of historical data on the 13th level, semantic distance, contextual coverage, knowledge graph. So these are some of the advanced level of the large language model, where you can play with a lot of large language model algorithms, so that your business is being seen on knowledge graph or semantic distance, and these are greatly satisfied. And then moving slowly downwards, we take one step forward toward the semantic SEO with query processing, semantic similarity, content momentum. So here we use a lot of information retrieval technique to keep up with the content momentum and make sure all the content are responsive, all have momentum, all are highly synchronized with the user intent. And then gradually moving towards the end, we have the aspect of this centralized or structured semantic, where central entity, source entity, macro semantic, supplementary content comes into the play. This is where things gets more and more exciting, because the thing is very simple. Like, just imagine your competitor is also building content, you are also building your content. So now this is becoming quite hard for search engines to understand who is better, because everyone is developing content and everyone is doing SEO. Now this is where very fraction of the minor scale percentage of the things would come into the play, and this is where large language model or LLM would come into the play. This is still at early phases, but what we can learn from here is that you need to take care of the user thing focus on user, do not focus on the bots, and take care of the user relevance. Make sure that you are providing the ultimate authority no matter what. You are breaking barriers, you are on top of your research game, and if you follow this and if you are on top of your semantics, your LLM, your macro semantics, this is where the SEO, I'll not say it ends, but this is the beginning of something new, and this is where you can get the most competition, and I would say you would definitely get an edge over the competition. Thanks for watching.